We will call the meeting to order. And so I want to remind everyone of the City of Perry staff core values: strong work ethic, problem solving, community oriented, shows professionalism and integrity, is a team player, is accountable, and is a good steward. Have roll call, please.
Yes.
Smaller,
Yes.
Walling,
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Andor.
Yes.
Okay, next up is approval of the meeting agenda. Anyone have any comments on the agenda, or do we have a motion to approve it?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? Roll call?
Andor.
Yes.
Smaller,
Yes.
Shelley,
Yes.
Walling,
Yes.
Klein. Yes.
Okay, next up is the consent agenda. It has the minutes of the December 15th, 2025 regular city council meeting. There are 7 payments for contract services to Bolton and Menk for a total of $99,200.50. Claims and financial register for since we didn't have a meeting at the beginning of the month, a little higher than normal, 738, 704.55. And we have 2 licenses and permits. One is for the KC store out at Sumas Avenue for their alcohol license, and the fire and police inspections are complete. And then the other is for a renewal of a device retail license, Blue Jay Market. Have a motion, please.
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Okay, any discussion on that? Roll call?
Walling,
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Shelley,
Yes.
Smaller,
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay, Sven's gonna give us the city administrator's report.
All right, 2 things going on. First, it is the lovely time of budget season. So we got through most of the department heads' first budget meetings last week and have a couple to finish up this week. And then possibly prior to the council meeting on February 2nd or sometime that week or the following, we'll probably be looking at doing a budget work session with city council. So we will keep you apprised of that, kind of depending on how next week goes, once we have all the information and can kind of put it all together. So put that on your radar. And then next Tuesday, the 27th at 11:30 is the Chamber's Power Hour, where I believe myself and then representing the city, school, chamber, Perry Economic Development, will be providing updates to anybody that wants to come and learn more about that. So next Tuesday, 11:30 at the Hotel Patty. So any questions for me on anything?
The budget, if they don't change it in this legislative session and we go on last year's budget, do we know how that affects us? Are we gonna be limited to 1% again this year, or was our growth such that we might get 2%, or?
I think we landed in the 2% bracket.
Okay, so a little better.
Likely any change would be effective for the next budget that we work on next year. So effective July 1st of 27.
But again, what they're talking about doesn't seem quite as onerous as what they were trying to pass last year, so
Yeah.
that's good. So, okay, thank you for that. Okay, mayor and council comments. Just wanted to hope everybody had a great holiday season and enjoyed not having a meeting the first Monday of the month, and everybody's ready to get back to business. Really not much else that I want to bring up. Anybody have anything? I guess Burr Ride's coming up couple weeks, so 7th of February, so be ready for that. That should be fun, and chocolate walk and a few other things Chamber's doing. Much
Sounds good.
council comments?
I'd just like to recognize that today is Martin Luther King Day. Recognize Martin Luther King and so many others, thousands that have worked so hard to improve the lives of someone.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, next up is open forum. So if you would like to speak in open forum, you need to step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record, and you'll be given 3 minutes to address the council. Are there any open forum requests? Okay, don't hear any, so we'll move on to old business.
If there's, oh, sorry, Dirk, my phone wasn't working. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, you can.
Okay, this is Lindsay Pasuti with the Perry Chamber of Commerce, 1119 Warford Street. My updates were already kind of given a little bit. Thank you, Sven, for updating on the Power Hour and Dirk on Burr and Chocolate Walk. Both of those, all three of those events are coming right up. So we are chugging right along for Burr. It's our 49th year, so we're gearing up for the 50th anniversary pretty soon. And right on track for registration. So more than 300 riders coming from all over the state, all over the country. And so we're really excited about that. Registration is already starting to go out. It's the Chamber's biggest fundraiser of the year. So we appreciate all the support of the community and the support from the city and businesses. So thanks to the fire department for helping out with SAG Wagon and all of that fun stuff. So more to come. I think we've got another council meeting the week before. So it's a little bit later this year, which is nice. We feel like we have an extra week in between. And this Saturday, I'll be at the Iowa Bike Expo representing the community and the chamber and promoting Burr. So looking forward to that. Thank you.
Lindsay, will you order us some warmer weather for those events?
We'll see how it goes, but it goes on regardless of weather, and we're ready for it either way.
Okay.
My t-shirt showed up on Saturday, so I'm ready to go. Okay, thanks, Lindsay. Okay, item A, old business, resolution approving amendment number 1 to the Water Quality Initiative Urban Conservation Demonstration Projects Contract Number Urban 24 WQUI 011. This is for the downtown improvement projects, which we started. We had some completion date that was unrealistic, so we had to extend that out. And so this is going to formalize that, take it from December 31st of 2025 to December 31st of 2026. So can I have a motion, please?
Make a motion that we approve resolution approving amendment number 1 for the Water Quality Initiative Improvement Conservation Demonstration Project.
And I'll second that.
Discussion.
So like Mayor mentioned, this is for the downtown project. And most of this is in the next phases that'll start this spring. So get started and hopefully do some draws on that funding to get that closed out prior to. And this group is pretty easy to work with when it comes to projects. And we may have amended the completion date of the wetland once or twice.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Andor,
Yes.
Shelley,
Yes.
Mahler,
Yes.
Wallen,
Yes.
Klein. Yes.
Okay, and item B is approval of pay application number 3 for the downtown improvement project phase 1. It's in the amount of $205,659.78 to TK Concrete Inc. And everything has been reviewed by the engineer and is recommended for approval. So could I have a motion, please?
I make a motion, we approve pay application number 3 for the downtown improvements phase 1 project.
I'll second that.
Discussion?
This gets up through the work that they did complete last year. A larger portion of this is for stockpile materials. With the timing on the 2-year phase, they want to make sure that they locked in the prices that they bid on. So a lot of it's sanitary pipe. That just make sure that we still.
Good.
It looks
Such a nice
fantastic.
thing.
Any updates from the utility company?
There
We shouldn't know
where to go with
There's no wages, but we did talk with Corey. We knew we needed to get back. Where's that we provided him, where that lead expectations, whether that be the city, client. That set up prior to picking more
You can invite me if you'd like.
representation. Strong.
Thank you.
Okay, further discussion? Okay, roll call, please.
Walling,
Yes.
Mahler.
Yes.
Shelley,
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Andor,
Yes.
Okay, item C is resolution approving the site plan for ADR Axle USA Inc. production facility within the city of Perry. So it passed planning and zoning on January 13th, 2026, and was in your packet for review. So could I have a motion, please?
Make a motion, we approve the site plan for the ADR Axles USA Incorporated production facility within the city of Perry.
And I'll second that. Quite a plan.
Hopefully, everybody went over this site plan with a fine tooth comb. So this was recommended for approval by planning and zoning. I think the only caveat being some final very small things that have to do with like utilities or exactly where that entrance might be down to the inch. Which is kind of pending the final plans for Sumas Avenue improvements. So, Jacob and ADR's engineer have been working closely together and talking quite a bit. Probably texting every night, late into the night on these projects, but I think one thing to note, the outline in blue kind of around the edge would be a possible future expansion of the facility. So they're designing all of this with a future expansion in mind. Great news. And some future parking areas, things like that already kind of laid out.
But it's good.
So where the drainage, so where the drainage goes across and then crosses Sumas Avenue, does that tie into the line that we're installing along Sumas, or does it just run down?
So right now, there is a tile line there. We have a call on Thursday with representatives for the property across there to discuss easements to do a larger storm sewer route across that field into that waterway. Yep.
What is the other red
in
highlighted? We got a red highlighted right here.
Think that is either call out for another view or you guys read that? Is that big enough? Yep, just. Okay.
How you're talking. To the east.
Yeah, so this concrete moon goes and then it crosses Sumas and then it doesn't show what happens from there. I was just curious if that was something JBS is, the city with our Sumas Court Avenue work is all coming together to.
That'll connect into our storm sewer network, and then from there, we're gonna be talking with the Coty representative about upsizing a storm sewer across that field.
Yep, so the one thing, talking, coordinating with Molly and Sven and others in the city, just to not hold up the plan, was the coordination of that actual outlet. Final plan gets put in. So we just want to be very transparent. Once we get the final direction forward, don't want that to hold up.
And I'm glad to see it's not just getting dumped down into the new wetlands area because that always had a lot of its own water already, so.
Hopefully, all this flows a different direction.
Okay.
Has there been any holdups? Is everything still on track time wise? Is that?
As far as I know, yeah, I think outside of I think just conversations with other utility companies and exactly where they will fit into our plans and the coordination of when they'll be installing their facilities within our right of way with our construction project. So yeah, I think we're tracking for 90% plans here probably this month or early next month for the roadway. And then that'll be our review as well as DOT review. And then we'll be able to get final plans and put that out to bid hopefully in March-ish is what I'm making up and saying. Okay. Yeah.
Anything else?
Molly did ask. So that's how this.
Roll call, please.
Mahler.
Yes.
Walling.
Yes.
Shelley.
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Andor.
Yes.
Okay, well, I thank Bolton Mink in the city for taking all the time to kind of get this pushed through in a timely manner, and appreciate all your work on it. Hope you're satisfied with it, and looking forward to working with you to completion on this, so. Fun seeing it go up. Thanks. Okay, we'll move on to item D is a resolution approving the MAP retirement plan design and administration proposal for the police trust 457B deferred comp plan. I will let Susie talk about it in more detail, but the third-party administrator was not either going to renew or not doing a great job. We found a lower cost plan anyway, and so we'll ask for a motion and then we'll discuss it more.
Second that.
Ben Sturm is our local advisor for the Social Security Replacement Plan, the police trust. And we had been working with Future Plan, but they are not local and they are not very user friendly or responsive. So Vince suggested changing to MAP Retirement Plan Design and Administration. And it would be $600 a year cheaper, plus he has an office in West Des Moines and lives in Adel. So we do need more, like for 457B plans, you need someone to like write the plan and rewrite the plan for you. Do it.
Saving money and getting somebody local.
Yeah, and better service.
Sounds good. All the way around.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Yes. Walling.
Yes.
Shelley.
Yes.
Mahler.
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay, great. Move on to new business. It's a resolution setting the date for the public hearing on proposals to enter into general obligation loan agreements and to borrow money thereunder. So this would be set for February 2nd, 2026 at our normal meeting here at 6 o'clock. And the bond would be for a not to exceed of $6,775,000 pursuant to section 384.24A of the Iowa Code. And also there's another bond for $405,000 pursuant to sections 384.24A because the two require different requirements in the bond itself. So we have a motion, please.
I make a motion, we set the date for the public hearings on proposals to enter into general obligation loan agreements and to borrow money thereunder.
I'll second.
Okay, discussion.
The 400,000. Separate.
Just different expenditures than, most of this is for the downtown project, Sumas Avenue and the intersection, and then it's the 400 off the top line.
That
Snow
was for
removal.
the airport snow removal building.
That's right.
General obligation versus
Specific.
special, so we had to separate.
Yeah.
the county. Questions, comments? Motion, or in a roll call, please.
Walling.
Yes.
Mahler.
Yes.
Shelley.
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Andor.
Yes.
Thank you. Item B is a resolution setting a public hearing on proposed zoning amendment from agricultural district to light industrial. And this is for Simplify, where we brought part of his property into city limits that was not in the city limits before, and it came in as agriculture, so now it has to be changed to light industrial, so the whole site has the same rating, so. And this would be at our meeting again on February 2nd at 6 o'clock here in the Clarion Room. The motion, please.
I move that we approve the resolution setting a public hearing on proposed zoning amendment, agricultural district to light industrial district. This would set a public hearing for February 2nd.
Further discussion? This number of times already? Okay. Roll call.
Andor,
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Shelley.
Yeah.
Mahler.
Yes.
Walling.
Yes.
Okay, so next meeting is going to be busy with public hearings. So item C is a resolution setting a public hearing on the proposed zoning amendment from agricultural district to residential multifamily. Be held again February 2nd at our regular board meeting, 6 o'clock here in the Clarion Room. And it is for the construction of low-income housing tax credit housing project. This one's the one between Highway 141 and
This should be the one on.
Iowa Street, right across from the Kading properties. So, and it did pass zoning, got zoning approval, planning and zoning approval on January 13th. No votes on that one. Could I have a motion, please?
I make a motion that we set a resolution setting the public hearing on the proposed zoning amendment from agricultural to multifamily.
A second.
Second hold.
Discussion.
By multifamily, you mean in apartments?
So this was gonna be a couple of buildings, 3 buildings. One building they're proposing in a apartment style and then more townhome styles on each side. This is very conceptual, just for their, basically just for their application. So kind of bigger picture with this rezoning request and then the next one with public hearing, which we'll have more conversation at the public hearings. There's gonna be multiple applications for different projects by different developers, but the state would likely, shouldn't be a reason the state would award more than one application in the city of Perry. Again, this is just setting the public hearings for when we'll have more discussion.
Good. The discussion? Roll call, please.
Walling.
Yes.
Mahler.
Yes.
Shelley.
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Andor.
Yes.
Item D is a resolution setting a public hearing of proposed zoning amendment from light industrial to residential multifamily, again, February 2nd, 6 o'clock here at a regular meeting. And this is for one down at West Third and Center Street by Dale Erickson. It did pass, but there was one vote against on this one. So in the planning and zoning. So they have a motion, please.
Make a motion.
Discussion.
Again, just setting the public hearing where we can deeper discussion.
And it's the
Right now, these are proposed as townhomes as well.
The discussion. Roll call, please.
Klein. Yes. Shelley.
yes.
Mahler.
Yes.
Walling.
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay, item E is resolution making council appointments for the Central Iowa Regional Transportation Planning Alliance. And it is posed to reappoint Josh Webker and have Mr. Peterson and Matt Ferrier as alternates for said committee. Have a motion, please.
Make a motion, we pass a resolution making council appointments for the Central Iowa Regional Transportation Planning Alliance.
Discussion?
Just an annual thing and I think same names as past few years.
And this is the group that runs HRTA.
No, this is more our STBG funding for road projects. Transportation planning and funding.
Discussion? Roll call, please.
Mahler,
Yes.
Klein. Yes. Shelley,
Yes.
Walling,
Yes,
Andor,
Yes.
Okay, item S is a resolution approving a quotation with Municipal Pipe Tool for the 2026 CIPP sanitary sewer project. So we want to replace 8,000 feet of 8-inch sanitary, or we want a line, not replace. And this includes the connections to a number of laterals that are tied into those lines. And the total for the project is not to exceed $272,000 or $2,072, $2,072 and $10 for the services agreement that we have with CIPP Sewer Maintenance Services. So, have a motion, please.
I make a motion, we pass a resolution approving a quotation with Municipal Pipe Tool for the 2026 SIP sanitary sewer project.
So
They've
this
already been
is-
out working.
Yeah, so they already got a head start on inspecting some of these lines, just to get ahead of it. Maps in the packet of areas they're gonna be working on. This is really just kind of our, regular maintenance of our lines and lining that we started doing 3, 4, 5 years ago. We started getting on a annual sewer lining program. Keep up. A lot of it has to do with keeping the inflow and infiltration out of our sewer lines to seal up those pipes. Sure that there were tree roots getting in to the sewer lines that would grow and stop up those sewer lines causing backups. So very much a maintenance and issue prevention type project. So
I think that worked out very well for us.
yep, it's gone very well for us. Basically casts a new pipe inside of the existing pipe, and Jacob looks like he wants to add some things.
Study is difficult, but I will say they've been doing a great job of the reporting, providing quick, instantaneous. Couple problems that they found good for us to get. So Josh and his crews. And even some areas that they found were pipe, so we actually able that.
Good.
Jacob, I know we've talked about this before. What is the expected lifespan of the SIP lining?
So ultimately, how different levels, the level that they will likely put it in as is the fully deteriorated. This is considered its own new pipe. You can do it to where got a carrier pipe, so it's structurally sound, same structural sound. So this pipe has got the life. Best to plan it that way, and then you have the.
So what is that, 30 years, 100 years? So what, how many?
30 to 50.
30 to 50?
Depending on strength. Services tying into the pipe. That's one thing we're doing differently last year. We never did help services came. So this will be some tests to see how intrusion.
So when they grout, how far back into the pipe do they get?
So it's mainly that connection point, and I think they're doing, and Josh. 2 to 3 feet. Like just
Yeah,
And that's
Jacob,
from
they're
the
gonna,
residential? It's from the residential into the pipe, or,
It'd be from the main up the residence. So
Okay.
trying to seal up that connection point service to the carrier.
Right.
And not let what's through that joint. A lot of times it's like pipes. that correct, Josh?
Yeah, so SUDAS calls for a 2 foot minimum, so they're going to be anywhere from 2 to 3 foot. And what they'll do is they'll put a machine in there, and they blow up the lateral, and then they inject a grout that goes behind the lateral and where they lined in that connection, and then it fills any voids or anything in there. So we have a very tight seal. Some of the lining we've done before, we notice we're still the pipe looks great, but we're still getting some tree roots coming in there. So that's a new thing that we want to start doing is grouting. So it'll be about 2 to 3 foot depending on what the pipe looks like is what the spec calls out for.
Okay. Good.
Do we have a percent, like what percentage done are we? Are we is it substantial yet? Are we at 1% done yet?
Community
Yeah.
across the last 5 years?
Yeah. How long are we gonna be doing this? Wow. Okay.
I
think it's great. I
I
just
don't
didn't-
have.
Till I'm dead.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
would
that
get
long?
a-
Okay.
I want to say there's 30, 28 or 30 some miles of sewer line. So
Wow.
there's 5,000 and some feet in a mile, so this is a 1/30th of what we had to do.
And taking a look at some of the stuff we found, I think what Josh who have tied to line. Some unknown structures that they're gonna investigate. That's right at that connection. So looking good for what they've told us.
I've talked with Josh about this before, and he's incredibly knowledgeable about it. It's incredibly boring to me.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it though. The lines that we did find out from what they've done so far have been incredible. I mean, these are very, very bad that need attention. So, and municipal pipe, they have been unreal, sending us daily reports of everything. So I honestly, in all my years, I could not be happier with the work that those guys are doing. So appreciate it.
Josh.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Walling,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
Shelley,
Yes.
Mahler.
Yes.
Klein. Yes.
And the last item, resolution approving the 6-month proposal for Arrigo Essentials for capital improvement software services. It's the amount of $1,000. It's a trial run to see if it melds well with our new accounting software. So could I have a motion, please?
In the 6-month proposal with.
You have to try and say it.
Arrigo.
So.
It looks. Arrigo.
Discussion, please.
Okay, so with switching financial software and going away from ClearGov, we don't really have a great central point for putting in and maintaining our capital improvement plans. So for $1,000, thought it would be good to just test it out, be able to see how it works, putting things in, looking at different scenarios based on funding, things like that. Making sure that it interfaces well with our financial software as that's getting up and going. So, yeah.
So what would, if we decide we like it, we want to keep it for, a one-time fee, or is it just a monthly maintenance fee or?
So all of our information from the last CIP we did last year was already uploaded in. So most of that's already in there. And then future years would be $2,500, as long as it works well for us, with the promise that the city would work with them on some testimonials, presentations, stuff like that, on how the software works. more Iowa customers.
2,500 per year.
Yep.
And we own the data.
Right.
Is this a local company?
The address was on it, but I do not believe so. Colorado, in my head? Come on, west of here.
Local to somebody.
Further discussion? Roll call, please.
Yes.
Molly,
Yes.
Walling,
Yes.
Andor.
Yes.
Okay. If there's nothing else, we will adjourn and let everybody go try to catch the kickoff because they're probably still doing coin tossing and singing the national anthem and all those kind of things. So
6 minutes over time.